Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girls, Key and G.
Woo! We really need our own sound effects board.
I know we need to clap.
Yeah, y'all are
Welcome
just
to
gonna get these tired sound effects.
Heck yeah, because we tired. Okay, that's the real deal. Well, welcome to Kicks and Giggles. We're two sisters that love to chat, love to kick it, love to giggle. We have some more content to for us to react to.
And it's been a
Anything you
long
want to
time. It's been a long time since we've actually filmed.
say?
Apologies, we were like new videos weekly, but we between the both of us, we have like 10 jobs. That's a slight exaggeration, like
It's
very
very
slight
slight though.
exaggeration,
Very slight.
where if you haven't seen the cost of living and how it's increasing every day, almost every second. Like you
Mhm.
just have to have multiple incomes of income to live.
Yes.
But yeah, we found some stuff on Reddit that like across different Reddit platforms that just makes it seem like, you know, as much as we love our partners and we're looking forward to
Mhm.
marriage, these are the people you just or the families you don't want to marry into. Like these are some monster future in-laws.
Everyone's looking for the thrill, but what's real, bro, is family.
And like, not put my business out, but like, I definitely have a great family that I'm like gonna marry into. But there have been some rocky roads, you know, and so I get them. Like, I understand these Reddit threads to a certain degree. And the first one actually is really good when we're talking about like, you know, cost of living, money situations, blase blase. So it's just it's gonna be a cool little I would say series of like family drama slash relationship drama that we're gonna try to get into.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so I'm going to read this from the Am I Overreacting AIO? And this was posted a day ago. The title was AIO for feeling a bit offended by what my boyfriend's mom said. First of all, I, 18 female, want to say I genuinely get her point, and I get and acknowledge she's just trying to look out for him, male, 20, but I felt a bit offended that despite me telling her the truth that I really don't ask him to buy me things often, she still didn't believe me almost. Also, I want to say that the basket she's referring to was for my birthday. Pause. I'm going to read some of the text message too. I've been asking Austin to buy you things, and I don't mean to be ugly, but you'll understand why in a minute. And she says, no, I usually don't, but actually Friday at my sister's game, I did ask him to buy me a drink. LOL, I don't know if that counts, but may I ask why? And mom says, well, look, I just think he's spending way too much money lately. Like the other day, his dad and I saw him come home with a basket of things like from Target, question mark. I'm assuming, and it just from the looks, I can tell it was pricey. And we don't mind him buying you things, but it's like every other week he's getting you something, and I'm not sure if you're asking or he just does this. And the author says, no, I agree. I actually have no idea why he's been doing that. I told him he really doesn't have to because I feel bad when he spends over $5 on me. And she puts like the little teary-eyed emoji. And she said, I could talk to him if that would help. And mom says, yes, that would be great. I just hope you're not asking for this stuff because he needs to save, hun. And half the things I see him purchase, I bet you have already. And she says, of course not. I rarely ever ask him for anything. rarely ever ask for anything pricey from him. I completely agree that he should save. I'm sorry about this. And then mom says, good then. I think a relationship should be you both purchasing your own things, you know? Question mark. No, yeah, I get it completely. And that's the end of the text thread. But going back to the like I guess like her explanation, she says, also, I want to say the basket she's referring to was for my birthday. He got me a like small to medium sized basket and put a few goodies in it. And I'm very grateful for it. And she exaggerated when she said every week because it's not that often. He does this where he buys me something once in a while. Nothing too crazy. And I genuinely don't ask for things from him. Because even though we have been together for a very long time, I wonder how long they've been together. Because
Me too.
18. Like, maybe they've been together since the beginning of high school. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she said, even though they've been together for a long time, I get embarrassed even asking for a drink or something small. Also, yes, I do buy him things too. It's kind of one of my love languages. It's gift giving, and I don't mind it at all. And he doesn't either. But I get also why his mom might not like it. But I feel a bit offended. AIO for feeling that. And yes, he has a job, and so do I.
So the thing is, like, he's 20 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that 20 years old gives you, like, you're like an adult. Like, legally, yes, you're an adult.
Ma, I need an adult.
I am an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, you are going through some things that you're still, like, you know, finding your own way.
In this situation, the mom is overreacting. Like, I feel like if it was a basket of gifts for her birthday, like, that it's not like it was just random. Like, the mom almost made it seem like, oh, he just walked in with this basket of gifts from Target. Like, baby, okay, I get Target is expensive. Well, why don't you tell him that the same stuff is at Walmart?
Dollar Tree.
Like, I don't understand. Like, they're Dollar Tree. Why didn't you help him? He probably don't even feel comfortable, like, coming to you, asking you, like, hey, mom, I'm picking out some gifts for my girlfriend. Can you help me? Because you're probably going to be weird about it and be saying, you don't even get anything for your girlfriend. Why are you getting all this stuff for her? Because it's giving jealousy. It's giving jealousy.
It's giving emotional incest. Because why are you talking to her? Why are you intervening in their relationship? Like, there are things and times when parents can intervene. You go to your child about his spending. You don't go to his girlfriend.
Exactly.
It's a boundary that it's almost like where moms just put that extra labor on like girlfriends.
I'm tired of that.
Or like the spouses.
On females in general.
Yeah, on females in general, that like the very same responsibility and high standard to hold your daughters or like your future daughter-in-laws to, you can easily hold those standards with your son. Revolutionary. Like, revolutionary, mama. What in the world?
I need these moms to hold their sons accountable. Please and thank you.
All the way accountable. Where, and like you said, it's a birthday gift. You shouldn't go into debt, but a Target gift basket is not going to, like...
No. And honestly, he did it from his heart, and now you're making homegirl feel like she didn't deserve her birthday gift. Like, I feel real bad. Even when she said, I'm so sorry about this, like...
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't feel sorry, girl. You should not feel sorry.
Like, I don't like the fact,
giving you princess treatment, and his mom is being got daggone the evil stepmom from Cinderella.
If we're being real, that's not even princess treatment. If she's like struggling to even ask for him to buy her a drink, at like a game or whatever, I'm sorry, that's basic. That's the bar is in hell. Okay, that's basic. That's basic. A drink, food.
Yeah. Because she did say, I feel bad anytime he spends over $5.
Yeah, you should.
So that part is kind of like, but also like, I can kind of relate because like, I'm very, like, I'm the same way when it comes to my boyfriend. Like, he gives me way more than $5 all the time. And
pretzels.
Like, I'll be like, babe, why you do that? And like, sometimes I send it back. But guess what he do? He sends it back. And he told me recently, like, you don't do that. Like, he kind of like told me, like, he put me on my place, like, no, ma'am, you don't do that. Don't emasculate me. Don't make me feel like I'm supposed to provide for you. So what are you doing? Don't do that. Let me provide. Let me do what I want to do for you. And I was like,
It's important.
on hush mouth. So you should teach these. You should reinforce those, like, providing habits for your son. Like,
Professional
okay,
habits,
yes, you probably could have a conversation with him and tell him, like, hey, it was cheaper ways of doing what you did. That was really nice. But you should reinforce those things, not make him feel bad about it. Especially don't make the lady feel bad about it. What's she got to do with that?
Yeah, it's very emotionally manipulative on the mom's end. But is there an update to this?
There is. So, homegirl said, so I showed my boyfriend the text. He was embarrassed and upset that his mom had contacted me, and he said he talked to his parents about this the most respectful way possible, even if she wasn't very respectful. I would never want to disrespect her, as she is the mother of the guy I love. I will try my best to not allow this to happen again and to set and enforce boundaries however I can. I also just decided to remove her number and my boyfriend, and I decided if she wants to talk to me ever or needs something from me, she can tell my boyfriend first, then he can call me. And of course, if my boyfriend and I make it and get married one day, then of course she will be able to text me directly. But for now, it's best this way. Agreed. Thank you all so much for your help and your advice and kind words, which I'm proud of her. I'm really proud of her.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
And the boundaries that she's setting, I hope that they're received well, because I have been in a place where I feel like some boundaries I have put up have been, like, overstepped. So I can understand how easily somebody could get, like, now the table's going to turn, and it's going to be like you setting those boundaries for yourself is going to be seen as, oh, she's being difficult, or she's like trying to come in between me and my son's relationship, or she, like, it's going to be seen some type of way. So I wish there would be another update, because I don't know how that's going to go. Like, your son is going to tell his mom, don't talk to my girlfriend anymore unless it's through me. That's gonna be a little.
Well, based off of a glimpse into mom's personality, that's gonna cause some riffraff. But I hope OP also feels proud of themselves, and being able to openly communicate that to their partner. And I hope that, like, if they do, this is a great sign when they get married, and I hope it continues, that he will show, like, I have your back. Like, you are my spouse. You are the person I chose to be with. I am not married to my mother. So that's a really good sign.
Yeah, I literally just watched this video not too long ago, like literally a couple days ago, and it was talking about, like, not to bring it into, like, biblical principles, but it was actually talking about, like, the purpose of, like, the man leaving his parents and cleaving to his wife, and how important it is for men to step up and protect their wife and make them the priority. So if he does see her in a light that, like, this is the girl I may want to spend my life with, even though they're young, I mean, he does. I pray that he remains the same way, like you said, like stepping up for his girlfriend, to having her back, and making sure that, like he said, I'm going to talk to them respectfully, even if she don't receive it well. Like, I like that he is going to take the initiative and, like, kind of take the brunt of it and step in for his girlfriend, because I think that's really important.
Agreed. But we do have a next story, that the OP, who is a male, does not stand up for his partner at all. And this story is from the r/ask men advice. And it's from a month ago, but the title of this one is Family Drama Ruined My Engagement. Can This Still Be Salvaged? I, 22 male, had known my ex, 22 female, since high school, and we'd been best friends for years before dating about a year ago. I always had feelings for her, and once we got together, I took the relationship very seriously, moving toward marriage. In my culture, Middle Eastern slash Arab, family involvement is required for marriage, so I approached her father, who was supportive. The problem came from my side. My family didn't like her, seeing her as one of the boys. Despite that, we went to propose. The first visit went fine until my dad ended the night saying women shouldn't work, which created tension. Hmm?
Huh?
The second, like, oh, okay, Habibi. On the second visit, we arrived 2 hours late due to food delays, which made things worse. Fast forward, I had already bought her rings, but organizing the engagement was messy. Her mother eventually stepped in and involved the parents. Miscommunication and clashing between our dads escalated, and when scheduling conflicts arose, her father grew frustrated. Eventually, after canceled and reinvited guests, my dad refused to go through with the engagement on short notice. Her father then cut off all communication, blocked us, and told his daughter never to speak to me again.
Oh.
Right. She and I kept talking in secret for a while to try to fix things between the families. It wasn't her fault or mine, but after I reacted poorly in one conversation, she had cold feet about the whole thing. She suggested we stop trying with my family, and I just said, okay, if you say so, and we didn't talk for a month after that conversation. When I tried contacting her again when I got back, I was traveling with family for the entire month abroad. She pulled back and ghosted me. It's been weeks since she won't respond. Now I'm wondering, is there any way to salvage this, either with her or with her family, or is it too far gone?
I would say it's too far gone, buddy.
Agreed.
I would say that ship has sailed.
I'm curious about what does he mean by he reacted poorly? Because coupled with you reacted poorly to a conversation or a discussion that y'all had, and then your dad saying, "Oh, women shouldn't work," to her family, which appears not to be as conservative. It's a walking red flag.
Yeah, I wonder what. Yeah, I wonder what he said to make all this kind of escalate to the point where dad said don't ever talk to him again. Like, I feel like it was a lot going on there, but I do feel like they if she ghosted him, she kind of knows it's over. I feel like if it was like oh, we're just gonna defy our family type of thing, then she would be not ghosting you. She would be the person that, like, is still pursuing you and still wanting to, like, make things right. But yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I also don't understand, like, culturally. We're not Middle Eastern or Arab, so I'm sure there's some intricacies there. But at the same time, like, obviously she's not worth fighting for. Like, you don't think she's worth fighting for if you're not standing up to your father and nipping things in the bud, essentially. But then culturally, like, I know in Black households you can't just be talking to your parents any kind of way. So I'm not saying that, but, like, your dad was out of line, and as a father, would you feel comfortable with your daughter marrying into a situation like that? Like, I don't think, and please, men, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't think men think of, like, I don't think they put themselves in in other people's shoes. Like, when you have a child, what would you want your child to go through?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think that either. Like, I don't, like, as a future mom, I like as women, I think we do it way more than guys do it. They're like, oh well, we'll figure it out, kind of thing. Versus they don't really have any introspection on the like gravity of certain situations and like how it'll play out, like in the future and how that would look. Like I don't know, they just. Like this guy right here, I'm like, I don't understand what he means. Like, I don't even understand why he wrote this to ask, like, for help.
Yeah. It seems like the answer is pretty cut and dry, and that, like, as much as you love her, you loving her enough to let her go and be with someone who would not put her through a lot of this is like the best case scenario. You'll find someone for you, but you need to let homegirl be free.
Yeah, did it say how long they were dating?
It said since high school, and they're both in their early 20s. Both of them are 22.
Okay.
But yeah, there is an update, which it says, update, thank you all so much for your feedback. It made me feel supported and that I have options. We ended up having 2 very long conversations. We concluded that it's not over and that I shouldn't have been reaching out to her because it's not her call. It's her dad's. He's the one I have a problem with. She said she couldn't lose feelings so soon and expected me to know that. I was being insecure. We will be trying with her dad again. My father will have to apologize, and I asked him if he's all in or all out. He's all in. Wow, Dad, okay. We're now thinking of ways to establish a connection with her father all over again. Thanks again, everyone.
But I'm confused on what she meant by she could lose feelings real fast. I don't understand the positivity in
She
that.
could not lose feelings so fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that makes way more sense.
Yeah, she couldn't lose feelings for him so fast. Which, okay, maybe then love will conquer all for this couple. I mean, I wish them all the best.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like I'm praying for both of them to, figure things out. They're still young.
They're young. Yeah, they're young. Exactly. That's good. That it gives us 2 sides of the spectrum of like a man like really sticking up and then a man not kind of knowing what to do. So I mean, it's good that he has help, but he asks for help. But that leads into our next topic. And our last story that's going to be in this video. Brace yourselves, folks, because it is a little lengthy. This one is going to come from, like G said, the Just No Meal subreddit. The title of this one is called They Call Child Services on Us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
That alone, like what? Ugh.
Call the police.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
That's a lot. That's already a lot. That's real traumatizing. I feel bad for you, ma'am. Okay, so it reads, this happened about a month ago, but I didn't want to post until I was sure nothing was going to come from this. We just got a call yesterday from our worker saying she was going to close the case, so I feel better posting about this now. I just need to rant and I use Reddit as documentation to keep timelines straight. There's an app called like Notes that could keep some timelines straight.
Right.
But thank you for putting your business on Reddit for us to read, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
So, for a little backstory, we have been no contact with my in-laws since June of last year. They crossed a ton of boundaries when I was postpartum with my first. We had a talk about it. Then when I was 5 months postpartum, I found out I was pregnant again. They went and told people before we even had our first doctor appointment, immediately after we had talked about privacy. It turned into a blow-up argument where my father-in-law threatened my husband. I have a few posts where I go into more detail, but this is the gist. Anyways, we had my husband's grandparents and aunt, father-in-law's parents and sister, come visit. They asked if mother-in-law and father-in-law could come too, and we said no. So they come up on a Sunday and everything goes well. Wednesday, 3 days later, a DCF worker shows up at our door. Immediate panic. She says an anonymous caller called on Monday, but once she starts reading the report to us, we'll probably figure out who called. Spoiler, we figure it out.
Oh my God.
I can't remember the order since it was about a month ago, but these were the complaints. Dear husband is an alcoholic and smoked weed every day. He had a weed pen but hasn't touched it in months. He'll have a drink maybe once a week. I'm so depressed, I can't get out of bed. When we were in contact and they would come over, I was always around and would only leave the room to breastfeed. The house is disgusting and smells like cat pee all the time. We even had to have family and a cleaning service clean my house. They forced a cleaning service on us as a gift. After my first was born, and I hated it and said no more. They helped us clean one time, again when my first was first born, and then threw it in our faces about a week later. The social worker even said our house looked about as messy as hers. Can't you see how much weight the husband has put on? Direct quote to a person who has never met my husband. I don't know how weight impacts the ability to parent. Wait, so the mom asked this DCF worker, can she see how much the weight the husband has gained? That don't make no sense.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like, wow.
That's crazy.
Okay.
My sister apparently lives with us. In parentheses, it says she never has, and somehow that's a bad thing. And we keep family away, and no one has seen my oldest since June of last year. We showed the social worker the pictures of my daughter with her great-grandparents from that Sunday. I am 100% my kid's gatekeeper, though,
As you
and I will
should be.
own that. Exactly. My own mother hasn't even met my kids because she's not a safe person, but we have safe family members over all the time. From this last bullet point, we knew exactly who called. So then we started explaining to the social worker what is actually true and how and why we've been no contact with the in-laws for over a year. She was so not concerned that she didn't even look around the house. Does it mean that this was incredibly stressful? We've just been trying to figure out why. We heard from dear husband's aunt that father-in-law was pissed he wasn't invited, so I'm thinking this was a revenge call. But what did he think would come out of this? Before all of this, dear husband and I were thinking that maybe with a lot of talks and apologies and maybe family therapy, we could have a holidays-only relationship with them. But now, absolutely never again will they see my kids. They haven't even met my second or seen pictures of her. I'm still in disbelief.
What world do we think it's okay to weaponize protective services against folks? CPS is not something that you should take lightly because it's really bold to assume that if those kids got taken away, that they would be sent to live with you.
Exactly. I don't even think they want them, to be honest.
Yeah.
They ain't even giving that they want the kids. They just want some attention. And then also, CPS has the social workers that work for CPS have a hard enough job as it is, ma'am. You making false allegations for this lady and coming to these people's house was so trifling. Trifling.
Oh my gosh. Entitled. And father-in-law can go eat a pickle.
Pickle break.
Just, what in the world?
It's a pickle and it's not Grillos, okay?
Yeah.
It's not Grillos. We talked about, I ain't gonna, never mind. I was about to say it ain't Mount Olive.
Oh my gosh.
But no shade to Mount Olive. But it's
Mount Olive
not
sponsor us, actually.
It's not Mount Olive with no yellow number 5 in that mug, okay?
None.
That's probably, it's giving that, because it's giving the yellow 5. Yellow number 5.
Hold
Let's,
up. I
let's
like
do
Mount Olive pickles. Hold up. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Mount Olive, feel free to sponsor this video. Just saying. But like,
But the father-in-law, the moral of the story is the father-in-law can eat a pickle.
yeah, legit. And the mother-in-law, I don't know, she can go eat glass for all we care. Because
We do not condone
yeah,
violence.
it's an entitlement to weaponize. I hate when people weaponize what police and also like child protective services or like the judicial system against honest people. You should not waste their time nor the resources that it takes. You know how many kids actually need to get out of their familial situations, yet they are stuck? Ugh, my heart goes out for kids in foster care in the first place because the system is broken.
The system is, oh Lord.
Yeah, it's great that the caseworker was able to come out and investigate, but like that's valuable time and resources that could have gone to kids who are actually in situations that they need rescuing from. You not being able to see your grandkids is the consequences of your own actions.
You know what? This reminds me of somebody on 90 Day Fiance. Y'all, if you listen to some of our videos, you already know most of the times I'm sitting here quiet because I'm thinking about who it reminds me of in 90 Day Fiance. But these parents are giving Brandon and Julia.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what this is giving. That's exactly what this is giving. Because Betty, baby, Betty be giving them a run for their money, baby.
Yeah.
Okay? She be acting like she real. She would do some mess like this from not getting invited over their house. So
yeah, there's a whole slew of posts from this OP that we'll have to get into another video. But like, folks, don't weaponize. One, stand up for your spouse. You guys are in this together. Listen to your family, especially if you have in your gut like you're in an abusive relationship. Sure, don't take it as an attack, as easy as it is to want to defend people, but if it's not, stick up for your spouse. You should be team spouse. We're not married yet,
you should be team together. Like you
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
Yeah.
Like that, you are
your
a unit.
Relationship. Yeah.
You're a unit.
Whatever's trying to come against your relationship that is not productive for you two to grow into like 20 plus years of marriage, you can 86 it.
Yep.
And I guess another moral of the story is fight for your love. We see the second story, homeboy really had to fight. Shoot. My gosh. That was like lions, tigers, and bears.
Yeah, I'm glad that he got it together. But like even this one, I feel like I feel like she didn't put enough of the husband's perspective. I would definitely want to know what like the husband thought. And maybe he was like, like he was definitely not on it. Or definitely not with it. But I just really wonder what his perspective was because like
we have to do another video because the other post from this OP is one of them is from 11 months ago where husband wants to break no contact with his parents for their one of their child's first birthdays. So I mean, OP's husband definitely needs a shiny backbone that's like prickly, sharp, and ready to defend his family because you almost lost it, sir.
Literally.
Yeah.
There's about to come snatch some kids up out that house.
Out of it.
Oh my gosh. It's so terrible. That's so terrible. But like we learned a lot from these Reddit posts, and one of the biggest things in reading this, because it's all kicks and giggles, but at the end of the day, like we need to reinforce like setting those boundaries, like really talking to those safe people. Like she said, she has some safe family members, so talking to those people, really understanding like who you have in your corner and letting those people be in your corner.
Yeah.
Give them room to be in your corner, because sometimes it can be so suffocating that you don't know how or who to choose, and you don't know, like sometimes you could be a little high strung when it comes to
Yeah.
just 86 and everybody, okay? Because I
Yeah.
know it'd be sometimes me and G be feeling like that
But it's
about like
also
random stuff.
it's a hard decision to make.
It
So like
is.
you're losing your parents. And
Mhm.
I can understand that from OP's husband's side of things, like
Mhm.
wanting your parents, no matter how toxic they are, to be in your life.
Mhm.
But at
Yep.
some point you do have to make a decision.
Mhm.
Like for your new family, because you've made a family, you are somebody's
Mhm.
parent. There are certain things that you have to just stand up for your kids, for their future,
Exactly. Yep.
and it's a tough decision, tough decisions to make.
But you set those boundaries. You need to communicate with each other, talk with each other, understand, what your mutual boundaries are going to be. Because like the husband, he can go talk to his mama all he want, but guess what? My kids ain't going over there. Like they
Yeah,
need to set boundaries that are fair, that
realistic.
are realistic, yeah, that are just in respect of one another.
Hmm. But that's all we have for y'all today.
It was
Thank
fun.
Yeah, it was fun kicking it and giggling it with our internet homies over here. We appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Peace.